year's 1995. Joe Carr Jr. is a state champion. He has a state runner-up as a ninth grader. He was in the finals, of course, in 1994. Come up just 1 point short against a really tough Greg Woodring from Union County. But 1995 rolls around, and Joe is the man. Everybody's talking about Joe Carr. I still hear stories from people that wrestled Joe Carr from whenever they was in school, and it's to the point where even if you wrestled him, you pinned him in the first period, it's like, well, I made it out the first minute with him, or he didn't do this, he didn't pick me up or whatever. And you have that aura about you no matter where you go, at meets, whether you're coaching with your team, you're there just to watch, whatever. People pick you out of a crowd and they're like, I wrestled that guy. I got a point on him. He may cut me loose, but I wrestled him, no big deal, whatever. But you have that. I would say you were probably the most known Kentucky wrestler that's ever been. In the 59 years of Kentucky wrestling, I would say you're probably the most known, the most recognizable, just because of how good you were. But let's go to 1995, though. You're a sophomore. I'm sure you probably win districts, and I'm sure you probably win regions without any problems, right? But like Coach Calipari says, Kentucky, it's everybody's Super Bowl. It's everybody's main event. You're Mike Tyson rolling into the arena. Did you feel that you were getting everybody's best shot? Like every night you stepped out on the mat, every time you wrestled, you were getting everybody's 110%, whether they were 0-50, they were going to wrestle you like they were 50-0. Did you feel that? Could you tell a difference in watching people wrestle other guys, and then they got to you, and you're like, man, I thought this guy was a fish, but he's, giving me everything he's got?
My mentality with wrestling was not really focused on, what they were doing. Mm-hmm. When it was 95, that was really kind of like a redemption year for me.
I got you.
It was really some humbling and learning experiences that come from basically I went all season in 94, and I didn't lose until the state finals. Mm-hmm. And so there were some things that I had to look at it myself, from the way that I was trained, the way that I believed in myself, the way that I thought. And in 95, I just came back, a stronger, better, Joe Carr, ready to perform and wrestle my sophomore year.
I got you. Let's go over your bracket to state finals real quick. First round, you wrestle Mike Bodner from St. Xavier. It does not say how you win. Do you remember that by chance?
No, but I don't think it was too close.
Okay.
I don't know.
Fair enough.
Sure.
The quarterfinals, you wrestle Neil Zaringer from Central Hardin. It says you win a 7-3 decision. You get to the semifinals, you're wrestling Jeff Mellinger from Louisville Trinity. You win a 17-1 tech fall. And it says here your record going into the finals is 50-1.
Yeah.
So we get to the state finals, and you're wrestling Dante Jordan from Louisville Valley, and it says his record is 38-1. Had you guys wrestled before?
No, we hadn't, and I didn't know what to expect from him. I wrestled all season, and basically that loss actually was out of state. Mm-hmm. That I had lost. That's actually my last Kentucky, my last loss during the season was that loss right there, as far as my career.
Right.
But I didn't know what to expect. But my mind surely changed once we actually started wrestling.
I can understand that.
It was definitely a whole lot stronger than I anticipated.
Now, I didn't say it to start off, but this is the 126-pound weight class. Jumping from 103 to 126, and you'll see it in the video. You can tell I'm sure that your dad had you on a weight program to school, and you can just tell that you are just a bigger body from 8th grade to a sophomore. Do you remember anything about, was that the weight you wanted to wrestle? Was that where you fit in the lineup? How do you kind of talk us through that, if you remember?
It's basically just the weight class right where I was at.
Mm-hmm.
I had hit a growth spurt because I wrestled 103, then I wrestled 119. So from 8th grade to 9th grade, I hit a growth spurt. and then going into my sophomore year, just bumped up right to the next weight class, which was 126. And so, each year I'm still trying to get a little bit stronger, but I'm also getting a little bit heavier too.
Right.
So, I was always pretty much my whole career as far as wrestling, I was always, a little bit as far as actual power and strength. I wasn't really like a power guy. But,
all right. I just, just wanted to ask you that because that's you can see it in the video that you are just a bigger body. So enough of us talking. We're going to pull it up and watch it. Let's go back to Louisville Atherton Gym and watch Joe win another state championship. So you guys are seeing what we're seeing. We're 1995, Louisville Atherton High School. Joe, do you have any memories of this bout before we watch it that sticks out, or maybe something that you're looking forward to that maybe you've like replayed? Because a lot of guys have watched your video and they'll say that was not the way I remembered it, or that
Right.
I thought we had this many seconds, but it was only this many seconds, and I should have done this. But is anything that you can remember about this match, like you're looking forward to seeing, or anything of that nature?
I just really remember how strong the guy was, and I just remember how difficult it made it. Wrestling. It was just something that wasn't expected, but and I didn't expect to be losing, especially after losing the previous year before,
Right.
and really just trying to battle back and trying to pull out a victory.
All right, let's watch it. So he goes, shoots in, good sprawl. All right, so what's your game plan here? He tries to bump you. What are we trying to do?
We just ended up in a little upper body position. He took a shot, and I was defending, trying to get my legs back, and then he ended up trying to pull me in.
There we go.
I tried to go in for a shot, trying to pull his leg in, and I remember trying to get it, almost getting a takedown there, and we ended up going out of bounds. And
there you go, good sprawl.
just remember trying to hold him, and he was powering through everything.
Right. Now, before you had wrestled, did your dad kind of give you a game plan, what we're trying to look for, or just tell you to go out and just use your instincts? What was he telling you?
Normally we always just talk about just generally things, quotes, statements. We would say things like wrestle the man's body, not his name, control the tie up.
I like that. I'm going to use that.
Control the tie up, you control the match, you control the match, you control the man.
Right.
So one of our biggest things, especially with Woodford County, that my dad taught, and the same thing that we teach now is really big on is hand fighting and controlling the tie up.
Right.
Obviously, at this point in my career, I'm not doing a good job of that, obviously. But, he was really strong, man. And I didn't, was not expecting that.
You got a good whizzer in.
Yeah. Trying to whizzer him out of bounds so he don't get a takedown.
Yeah. That's smart. That's a veteran move. That's what I would do. There you go. Play potentially dangerous. Yeah. Now, right here, did you feel in that scramble? Did you feel like maybe there could be a takedown coming? Should I give
Possibly, of course, because I was definitely trying to get him out of bounds. But I just remember it was just so hard, and he just kept shooting shots and almost like picking me up and driving into me, and it was almost like slinging me around.
Well, we're neutral. All right, end of the period. So we're going to flip the disc. His choice.
He chose down.
Don't take down. Now, had anything changed as far as your top game from your 8th grade year? We just saw you to this. Had you evolved? Did you feel like you'd developed like a bread and butter breakdown, or what are we looking at here? I think we just got a caution.
Yeah, a little false start. I think they called that on me, didn't they?
Yep, they did.
Ooh, that could have got me again.
All right, he's going head hunting.
Yeah.
All right. Trying to block it. When he gets his one.
So you got a one escape right off the bat. I just remember it difficult just trying to get to his leg, trying to take him down.
From what I can tell on here, you look to be a little bit taller than him.
Yeah, definitely from when we watched the last time, definitely a lot taller, a little bit thicker.
Right.
But still a little skinny as far as development. But some good down blocking there. Still trying to work, trying to get a takedown, trying to get to the sweep. Every time I get to his legs, it seems like we're almost always on the edge of the mat somewhere. So I do remember kind of playing in my mind, you know, some people like that have been to championships before,
Right.
and in the midst of like struggling, like, oh, this can't happen again. You know, I do remember that playing in my mind a little bit.
Mm-hmm. All right, we're out. You had another whizzer in, look like.
Yeah, he kind of slung me out of bounds again. It was just a real difficult match, I would call slow-paced match.
Right.
You know, I'm just really trying to shoot and trying to work my way into trying to get a takedown, but finding it so hard to get to his legs, besides when we're on the edge of the mat, and he's just really strong.
Yep. Ooh.
Oh, so they hit him with stalling,
Yep.
but man,
I think that should have been 2 right there.
I don't know if I got his his other leg, but they definitely
Ooh.
man,
Oh.
that was a close one.
Close. All right. So
That's actually, that move right there was the same move that I did to Greg Woodring, and his arm slipped over. My arm slipped over, and that's how you got the takedown.
So it was your choice. You take neutral. Was that a dad decision? Was that a you decision? A Parks decision? Or
No, it was probably a little bit of both.
there we go.
You know, at this point in time, I was just such a good wrestler from the neutral position and on top. I don't even get no back points. Wow.
3. I got at least a 3 count right there.
Well, the rules back then, you couldn't get back points out of bounds.
I'm just, right.
But now that I think about it, that was actually a nice little ankle pick that I hit there after stopping the shot. But
So you're looking over at your corner, kind of give him like one of these.
so the score is what, 4-2, 2
2 to 1. I got it 2 to 1.
Oh yeah, 2-1. I don't even know what's happening right now. You're going head hunting
He's
again.
off that head. Go up.
I actually don't remember this match,
Well,
to be honest.
that's all right.
Now.
That's why we're doing
Yeah.
it. That's why we're doing it.
I just remember it was difficult. It was hard. Like all of this part right here, I just.
All right. I think you just got busted for stalling.
Yeah, I did.
I think that was a warning, though. 'cause you had
Yes, that's my first call. He got hit earlier.
So now you both got
when I
stalled.
tried to get a takedown
You're
out of
up. You're
bounds.
up 2-1. There has to be short time left in the match. What
Yeah.
are we thinking here? What do we?
Keep them down, obviously.
Right.
You know, we're in later periods now, so you know, some of that muscle is going away.
Yep.
You know, I'm actually able to kind of get a little bit more pressure on him to keep him down on the mat, and you know, trying to get to my ball and chain, and he's trying to get away, and then
1,
ended
2,
up turning him right
3,
there.
4.
Back then, you could do the figure 4.
Yep, and that's what you hit too, right there.
Actually, if there was more time, it actually could have been a pin right there.
Yep. So you hold up.
2 fingers, yeah.
That's
I
all.
wonder how to, because I thought it said I won 4-3.
I think the paper said 4-2. I think.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
But he only got away once,
Uh,
so I'd be 4-1.
and
But yeah.
Unless the history books is wrong. No. Who's this right here coming off the mat
So
to
it's
get you?
Josh Campbell.
Josh,
That's
no.
our heavyweight.
Josh wins the heavyweight state championship in '95. You need to go watch his video. Does a really good job on it. Of course, he gets the win, but you got to go check it out. So you've watched it for the first time, probably in a long time. Anything jar? Any memories or anything of that nature?
I remember kind of like glad I survived. I finally kind of since got that monkey off my back, and just moving forward, it was just a lot of hard work and grind towards starting now at this point in my career. Now I'm starting to have bigger aspirations,
Right.
For what I want to do, and my summer freestyle season, and looking towards maybe what I want to do, wrestling in college.
Absolutely. All right, we're going to wrap this one up. Now, if you haven't done so already, you need to go watch Joe's 93, and then you need to watch the 96 and 97. Again, Joe's a 4-time state champion. We're getting ready to film his 96 and 97. They're going to be below this one in the playlist. We'll see you guys in 1996.
All right, see you there.